Hello everyone, my name is Arik. I am the Chief Revenue and Commercial Officer for Etihad Airways in the UAE.
Hi Arik, thank you so much for making the time for Exquisite Media. As the Chief Revenue of one of the biggest airlines in the world, what does this role entail?
This role is, it's a cool role. So the role decides, my team and I decide everything from what aircraft we buy, how many of them, where do we fly them, at what time, how much should we charge, and then how do we sell the tickets, the website, the marketing, the brand, the sponsorship, and the loyalty program. So it's a lot of stuff coming together.
Etihad Airways is spreading its wings to Indonesia, especially with the new Abu Dhabi-Bali link. How did this idea come about?
We like to listen to our guests and we like to listen to the market of where people want to fly. As you know, Bali has been a route that our guests have demanded for a long time. We've always flown to Indonesia for a long time. We've been flying to Indonesia for more than 10, 15 years, flying to Jakarta twice a day. And so when we saw an opportunity to open Bali, it was a no-brainer for us. And I'm very excited about it because today was the first flight and the flight was 100% full. So there is no greater reward for the hard work than to see the plane being full.
Is there any program in the pipeline to boost the Abu Dhabi and Bali link even further?
Absolutely. Look, you know, a lot of airlines, you know, to fly to a city, you need planes. So we have a significant amount of aircraft on order. Today we have 90 aircraft, and in the next 5 to 6 years, we're going to go from 90 aircraft to 170 aircraft. So an amazing amount of growth, right? So as these aircraft come, Bali is on the top of the list to get more flights. I would love to be here a year from now and have a daily flight. Today it's 4 flights a week. But the ambition for us is to be a daily flight into Bali within the next 9 months.
How big of an impact is Southeast Asian market to the aviation industry?
I think it's a huge impact, and it's a huge impact for 2 reasons, right? You know, traditionally we've looked at places like Bali in Southeast Asia to attract tourists from Europe and from the Middle East. And of course, our flights are carrying a lot of people from the Middle East who want to explore the many joys of Bali. We are carrying a lot of Europeans on our flight. You know, we fly to nearly 20 cities in Europe. So obviously a lot of Europeans use our service via Abu Dhabi to come here. But I also think what airlines haven't done a good job with, and that's why we are a little bit different, is focusing on the people who live here. And if you see, you know, we are here for 3 days, and a lot of our events is with the people of Bali. There is a huge community of people here. There are Indonesians who have a second home here. There are a lot of global expats, global nomads here. And we also cater to them who want to leave paradise once in a while and go to other parts, attract them to our home in Abu Dhabi, which is one of the fastest growing cities in the world, and to take them beyond to our network, whether it's Europe, whether it's Africa, whether it's Russia, the entire thing. So the growth of Southeast Asia is significant, you know. And growth in travel is driven by economic growth. And I don't have to tell you how strong the Indonesian economy has been over the last few years. And as that grows, so do the travel aspirations of people here.
In your own words, what sets Etihad Airways apart from its counterparts?
Our award-winning service, our award-winning people. We've won Best Airline in the World for many years in a row. Our cabin crew gets awards almost every year. And when you have people, and I know it sounds cliche sometimes, but when you have people, it really makes that extra difference. We have brand new planes, of course. We have business studios, full flat beds. We have, you know, fast Wi-Fi access, which is even free for messaging. We have top of the line in-flight entertainment system. So all that's there, right? But I think what goes above and beyond that extra mile is the people who are committed to the company. On my flight here, I had our in-flight purser was from Indonesia. He was 16 years at Etihad from Surabaya. And it's these kind of people, these stories that I think sets us apart. And you have to fly us to see the difference for yourself.
How do you see the air travel industry in the future? Is there any hope that you would like to come to fruition?
I am an optimist by nature. And I think that, you know, I would not be here if there was no air travel.
Right.
I read that you're from Jakarta, so you would not be flying between Jakarta and Bali if there wasn't air travel, right?
True.
So I have a lot of hopes for the air travel industry because it is an industry that is able to truly connect and build bridges. We live in a world that is increasingly becoming fragmented. We think of the differences amongst us. And in this world, the only way we actually realize that we're all the same with unique cultures is by able to connect with each other. And I don't think there's any better way of doing that but air travel. The future of air travel is going to be more people seeking more authentic experiences, and we want to be part of that journey, right? We want to bring people to Bali not only for experiencing the beach, but we also want them to experience the culture, to experience the culture of Ubud, to experience the culture of the uniquely Balinese culture, which is very different from other parts of Indonesia.
Yeah.
And I think air travel is going towards that, people looking and seeking for authentic journeys. And that's a huge difference than just coming and lying on the beach.
True.
Which is okay, but there's more to life.
Last but not least, what is the key to having a successful career in the aviation industry?
I would say two things. I think you need to love what you're doing. And I think that's not an aviation thing. I think that's true for any industry. If you don't wake up every day feeling that you love what you do, you're not going to be successful.
Sure.
And the second thing I think is from very early on, you need to be able to recognize that you can't do it yourself. You need a team.
Right.
And the moment you realize you need a team, everything becomes easy, because then you go and look for the right people, because those right people not only make the company better, but it also makes you successful, because it becomes a joint effort versus an individual effort. So I think to be successful in not only in the aviation industry, but anything in life, the coaching or the guidance I give to younger members is love what you do and build a team.